Victor Conte responds to Boxing Ego regarding the discrepancy. On the VADA forum, this is my updated video. Now, I want to let you guys know on my channel, per usual, I am thorough. I do my job. I give you both sides of the coin. I give you my opinion, but I also give you receipts. Everything that I say, I mean. And if there's a follow-up, I make the time to follow up. So I made a video and I questioned a discrepancy on Terence Crawford's VADA forum that Victor Conte had posted. Now, my initial video, it was a lot of people were talking about it. I even seen people went to his comment section and talking about it, but Victor Conte did not respond to me. So I made a second attempt and another video yesterday, and now it got Victor Conte's attention to the point I didn't send it to him. So that just shows you that your boy Boxing Ego got real reach. I don't tag the people. I just make my content and keep it trucking. But for whatever reason, he did call me out by name and address it. So we'll go over his response. Again, I don't duck or dodge anything. Victor Conte, he said Boxing Ego. So he made sure it was to me, addressed to me, because I was the one to put out the video. And the second video. I apologize for not responding quicker. I have been in the hospital with cancer for over a month, which is true, right? He does have cancer. My assumption is that the date discrepancy is simply a typo. I do not know for sure why there is a discrepancy. So he said he doesn't know. He's just assuming it's a typo, which is why there's 2 different years. However, there does need to be an acceptable explanation for this typo provided to you in boxing. I agree with you and will attempt to help you learn what the true reason is for the discrepancy. I post info to provide as much transparency as possible, end quote. So, a very professional response. Listen, my job is not, I'm not a troll. I don't do stuff. Some people, they say whatever they want. I don't really care, but I'm a grown man. I'm not no troll. I don't post rage bait to like clickbait y'all to death. There's a lot of low quality content available in boxing. If I post it, it's because I have a real question. Me, regarding Crawford and Snack and stuff, I told you guys in my initial video, I'm telling you all sides. And regarding Terence Crawford, I don't just point the finger at random targets and say this person did this, that, and the third. Everything that I said was factual. I talked about Victor Conte, his past with Balco and where he says he's at now. And I talked about the discrepancy. There's a lot of people who, you know, they're reading between the lines, and I'm explaining why people have doubts. So it's good that Victor Conte responded to me. I mean, I don't have the answer as to the discrepancy that I pointed out and why it exists, but, you know, fair play to him for at least responding and opening the dialogue so we can have a discourse. And I think that's what's missing in boxing is people are so, boxing is a passion sport. So people are so ready to go at each other and diss each other and go at each other's throats and stuff like that, that they forget that. So you can't have simple dialogue. It becomes name calling. It becomes blocking people. It becomes, you know, something above and beyond. Again, I'm not a troll. If I am making a video, I take time with my videos. I don't just rush out a bunch of 3-4 minute videos just to say something and try to get some views on it and clickbait y'all. I don't do that, right? I don't speak unless I have something to say. I know a lot of fighters that use Snack. I've been in the Snack facility. I know people that work for Snack. So again, Snack is in pretty much my neck of the woods. I'm in the Bay Area and Snack is located in the Bay Area. But again, if I have a question or something that doesn't make sense, I use my platform for good to, again, open these floodgates and the dialogue. Again, Victor Conte, I like that he responded to me finally, you know, but we don't know the real reason why. We just know he's saying he believes it's a typo. So all I'm saying is what I've been saying. Nothing has changed. I feel that Victor Conte's approach to like clearing snack and clearing snack fighters, it really kind of makes people more suspicious because you seem so involved and you're like trying to beat it down people's throat. That's what I was saying in the first video, and that's what I'm saying now. And then when you see a discrepancy, like the different dates, 2024, 2025, then now it looks strange, right? And you got to understand, especially on the internet, perception means something, and what people perceive, it grows legs. And that's what I'm saying. Now, as far as Victor Conte battling cancer, I would not wish that on anybody. I do wish him a speedy recovery. In fact, there's somebody that I grew up with, a friend that I know personally, literally just passed yesterday from cancer. So F cancer, rest in peace to Glenn. You know, so I don't play around with stuff like that. We can talk boxing, we can disagree with boxing, but when it comes to people's health, I would never wish ill on someone like that. And, you know, I hope he wins his battle with cancer, you know. So I did want to take a couple of seconds to address that, because he said I haven't been able to respond because I'm dealing with this cancer for over a month. So we take that very seriously on Boxing Ego. I, again, would never wish that on anybody. The reason why I said, even though I knew he had health issues or whatnot, is because I don't know like updates and, you know, where he's at with it and all that type of stuff. But he had made responses to other people and other YouTubers, and the only one that didn't get responded to was the person who pointed out this big discrepancy, which was me, right? But again, now he's responded. Per usual, I use my platform in a fair and balanced way. You guys can make what you want of it, but I show you both sides of the coin, you know? And the reality is Terence Crawford hasn't failed any PED test to this point that any of us know about. I want that to be clear. And Canelo Alvarez has. These are not new elements. We already knew that. Eddie Reynoso has several people that have failed. But again, if I have a question, then I'm going to use my platform to pose that question and open that dialogue. And sometimes we get the answers we want. Sometimes we don't. In this case, I don't feel that this answer justifies or explains, because he's saying he doesn't know why the dates are different, you know? So that's where we're at with it. But I did want to make this follow-up video to show you guys, because I've talked about, see, what happens in boxing is you have people who will make video A, but when new information becomes available, they'll never say they were wrong, or they won't make video B to show the other side of it. So that's what happens when you get people who are trying to paint a narrative. Like, let's say Gervonta Davis. If there's rumors that Gervonta Davis is not going to fight Lamont Roach, content creators, low quality, low ethics, and low integrity content creators will make a bunch of content saying that Tank is ducking, Tank is retiring, Tank is ducking Lamont Roach, blah, blah. And they'll front load their channels or their platforms with that. But then if the fight gets announced, then they'll act like they didn't put 5 videos out saying that Tank is ducking and retiring and stuff like that. Me, I don't do that. If I give you a video, I follow up with that video. Victor Conte didn't respond when I put out my last video. He must have seen it and then he responded. So this is the update. Let me know what you guys think. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard. which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.